The PIF takes a 30% stake in Saudi Tabreed and ADNOC taking a 24.9% stake in OMV AG. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Faraj. Saudi Arabia's public investment fund has taken a 30% stake in district cooling service provider Saudi Tabreed. It's a joint venture partly owned by UAE-listed Tabreed. PIF bought the stake via a private placement of shares and didn't specify the value of the deal, although it's estimated at $250 million. The UAE's Tabreed also bought additional shares in Saudi Tabreed from Al Mutlaq Group for $14.5 million, bringing its total stake in the Saudi venture to 21.8%. ADNOC will acquire a 24.9% stake in Austria-based global energy and chemicals group OMV AG from Mubadala Investment Company. The transaction will increase ADNOC's shareholdings in both Borealis and Borouge, thereby expanding the company's footprint in the chemicals sector. OMV holds a 75% stake in Borealis. The transaction is in line with ADNOC's strategy to grow its business globally. It also aligns with Mubadala's long-term investment strategy. M&A activity globally fell short of the high water mark set last year as debt financing markets collapsed and stock market volatility decimated valuations. Deal makers are predicting a slow path to recovery in 2023. DealLogic data reveals the total value of M&A fell 37% to $3.66 trillion by December 20th after hitting an all-time high of $5.9 trillion last year. Investment bankers and deals lawyers said the activity levels of 2021 were unsustainable and that a correction was inevitable. But they blame macroeconomic uncertainty for hampering several potential tie-ups in the latter half of 2022. Airbnb has launched the Dubai Remote Working Hub, a one-stop shop for aspiring remote workers in partnership with Dubai's Department of Economy and Tourism. Anyone looking to live and work in Dubai can now use the hub to find inspiration for local long-term listings, as well as helpful information on entry requirements and visa policies. Earlier this year, Airbnb launched its Live and Work Anywhere to identify some of the most remote worker-friendly destinations in the world. Dubai was selected as one of the 20 destinations globally. India's central bank governor Shaktikanta Das says crypto markets risk causing the next global financial crisis, and the collapse of FTX is proof of the sector's inherent risks. India's millions of crypto owners are already reeling from a global market collapse and steep domestic taxes. Das says crypto doesn't have any underlying value. He says it should be prohibited because if you try to regulate it and allow it to grow, it will cause the next financial crisis. Let's take a look now at today's Forbes Real-Time Billionaires ranking. It tracks the daily ups and downs for the world's richest people. More trouble for Elon Musk. He's our biggest loser today, down $7.9 billion with net wealth of $155.8 billion. Our second biggest loser is Gautam Adani, down $3 billion with net wealth of $128.4 billion. And our third place loser is Jeff Bezos, down $2.7 billion with net wealth of $108.5 billion. Check out our website and our social media for all of the latest Billionaires news. A miniature world made of gingerbread and sweets with marshmallow mines, beaches, and climate refugees is on exhibit at the Museum of Architecture in London. It's entirely designed, baked, and installed by architects. The 2022 theme is climate change, with visitors taken through 5 different climate zones from polar to desert. And yes, there are a few little pieces of gingerbread that do go missing along the way, so architects sometimes come back in with some icing to do some minor repairs. I'm Ramia Faraj. This is the Daily Brief. We'll be back after the holidays, wishing everyone a peaceful and a prosperous new year. Goodbye.